What's up YouTube, Adam here, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you my full review of not one but two NAS from QNAP. Now, as you guys know, I cover a lot of NAS here on the channel, and this time I've decided to bring you a range of them. So this is a 2-bay and a 4-bay from QNAP. They're not the lowest model that they do, but they're definitely not the highest model that they do. But these are absolutely fantastic for the home buyer or the consumer. If you guys want to use these in a home environment to be able to store all of your movies, your music, your videos, your photos, and access them from all of your devices, whether they be televisions or phones or iPads or laptops or desktops, these are going to be an absolutely fantastic solution for you. Now, all you need to do is make up your mind as to whether you want the 2-bay or whether you want the 4-bay. Now, the differences between them are fairly obvious. One of them has 2 drive bays, and you can get 2 6TB drives in there, or you can go up to the 4-bay version, and obviously you can get 4 6TB drives in there as well. Now, there are slight differences potentially between the specification of not only the two models, but also variations in individual models as well. You can get these in 1GB of RAM or 4GB of RAM, for example, and there's also a few other choices that you can make as well. Now, round on the back, they are almost identical. We have an HDMI port for connecting directly to a television, for example, 2 gigabit Ethernet ports which can be bonded together, 2 USB 2 ports, a USB 3 port, and also the power port as well. Now, like I say, both of these in terms of connectivity are identical between the two models. So whether you go for the 2-bay or the 4-bay, you're still going to get dual gigabit Ethernet, you're still going to get a fast USB 3 port, and you're still going to get that HDMI port as well. And as you'll see later, that HDMI port can really come into its own if you're looking for an extremely simplistic setup. Now, if we have a look at the drive bays themselves, you can see they are very easy to remove and also add back in. And all you need to do when you buy one of these devices is add the drives that you want to have in it. Now, if you would like to, you can actually buy these already with the drives inside, but you may potentially pay a supplement for the fact that someone has gone through the effort to put those drives in. Buying it without the drives is definitely the cheapest way to do it, and not only that, you can then go on to choose the exact drives that you want. And I would always highly recommend getting a dedicated NAS drive from either Seagate or also from Western Digital. Now, in this case, I'm going to set this up via an HDMI port straight onto the TV. So for this particular model, or this range of models, you don't even need to have an actual computer to connect up to run this via the web interface, although you can if you want. And some of my other NAS videos, you'll find a lot of detail about those web interface pages and the overall management. So if you want to check that out, please do feel free. I'll leave some links down below to some other NAS reviews that I've done. Now, as you can see here, what I've done is connect it up to an HDMI port. This is a TV. Please forgive the flickering. It's not to do with the QNAP or the TV. It's just the frame rate of the video. And what I've actually done is set it up. It's picked up an IP address from my router. I've gone ahead and configured it. Very simple, couple of clicks as you've seen, and we're straight through. Once we've got that, we can log in and we have got a full-blown desktop. Now, with this, we can actually plug in a keyboard and a mouse like I have here, and we can utilize this as if it was a normal computer. We can actually manage the device itself, so if we want to go into the QTS management web page, we can do that, or we can run up applications. For example, Chrome is already pre-installed and you can use this like a web browser, for example. Or if we want to, we can actually go into the settings and add a whole range of applications that are available to us that are already there in a list. They're very easy to install. For example, if I want to install an application, I can simply click it and then go ahead and click the install button, and that will go straight away and download the application from the internet, from QNAP's website, and install it directly onto your NAS, and that will give you access to it later on simply via via going to it via this HDMI port, connecting it up to a TV or some kind of monitor. It's a really nice, simple way of managing your NAS. You don't have to get into the nitty-gritty of any kind of complexity, and these devices are really truly great for exactly that kind of setup. Now, there's a whole bunch of apps that you can actually choose from this particular way of doing things, but if you want to, you can go one step further and get access to an even higher range of applications in the web interface that I'll come back to shortly. One of the things you can do from here is, for example, install the XBMC, which is a media player or viewer. And once you've got this downloaded and installed, you can very easily get access to all of your videos, your photos, your music, absolutely everything. And you can do it all from the comfort of your living room chair, for example. There's a whole bunch of remote controls that are available for your phone for this. So this is very easy to run, to install, to manage, and you're going to get a great experience through it as well. Now, like I've said, there is a much more in-depth management console that you can go to, the QNAP QTS, and from here you can configure every last detail if you want to get deep down and dirty with the operating system itself. Now, from here there is literally nothing that you cannot configure. It's all done out in a GUI for you, so it's very simple. Even at this level of doing things, if you want to change your NAS configuration in any way whatsoever, it's going to be extremely simple for you to do so at this point. Now, one of the really great things about this particular way of doing things is you've got access to the most ridiculous amount of applications. From here you can install everything from WordPress to MySQL to VPN servers and clients. Absolutely anything you can think of is all available at the click of a button and completely free of charge. Now, the mobile applications that are available, there's a vast amount of them. In here, for example, we've got a file management tool, so we can go in here and move files around the file system, and we can do this from anywhere. This doesn't have to be from inside the local network. All of this can be configured so as you can do it over the internet. Queue Manager gives us the ability to actually manage the device itself, so we can see the utilization, we can see if there's any errors, and we can do some configuration as well. So another great little app that QNAP have given us in terms of mobile application management. Now, in here we can also turn applications and services on and off, so this really is a fully fledged management application. Q Music, that will give us access to all of our music, very much like through the web interface, but this time through a mobile application. Now, next up, in addition to Q Music, we've got some more applications. The next one we'll look at is Q Video, and this one gives us the ability to play all of our video files over the network and have them transcoded on the fly so they work no problem whatsoever. And this really is a great little application. You've got the ability to configure the resolution, and this will go all the way up to 1080p. So your complete movie library, photo library and music library available to any machine on your internal network or any machine outside your network, all with the relevant security, and also to mobile devices as well. Really is a great solution from QNAP. Next up, we've got VCam, and this is a really unique solution because what this enables us to do is use our phone as an IP camera on the network that we can connect into using surveillance station, or we can connect in externally and check it out as an actual camera on the network. There's a whole bunch of configuration in there, and that's a really funky little thing to play around with from QNAP. Now, vMobile is the actual surveillance system monitoring application, and you can go in here and you can check out all of your cameras that you've got set up on your network. You can check out all of the recordings that they may well have taken, and you can play back through all of those as well. Now, in addition to all of this, these will also transcode up to 1080p video on the fly, so you'll have no problem playing back any kind of video that you want from either one of these two devices. All in all, I will highly recommend these. If you've got a home set up and you want to add to it and give everybody in the household access to all of your media whenever they want from any device, plus a whole lot more, this is just about the best way you can do it. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Please do go ahead and hit that like button for me, and I will see you all in the next one. See ya.